name is Debbie Montgomery Johnson, and I'm the author of The Woman Behind the Smile. This is our third series of the Stand Up series, and I'm so excited that today is Tea Day. Today is Tell. Today is Travel. Today is Do Whatever. But today is my day to show your talents. And the way we're going to do that is this week is the National Book Week, and I have so many friends who are great authors who have told their stories. And I want to share some of those with you because it all starts with a story. It all starts with telling. And that happened to me. I'm going to show you some quick shows. This is my first book. This is called Journey to the Stage. And this was a compilation of stepping up and stepping out to share your message. This was done by a group of women from the Women's Prosperity Network. Take that back, men and women. And it was a great way for us to get our first story launched in a book. It was a great collaborative effort, and I really encourage you all to try that. You never will learn more about a person until you read their story or you hear their story. There's something very impactful about hearing another person's story. And so that led me to The Woman Behind the Smile. I have to put it over here. This is my story, and it took a lot of courage to tell this story. It was a tale of victimization, a tale of love, a tale of honor, a tale of hurt, a lot of tales. And it was a tale of my story, and it was something that needed to be told. Out of that came a series of talks with a friend of mine, Christy Rutherford. This was one of Christy's 6 books that she wrote in this past year. This was a compilation of webinars that we put together to tell our different stories, and it was phenomenal. It was just a phenomenal experience. Right now, I'm reading a story by my friend that I met in Canada. This is Lizzie Carrera. And Lizzie has, if you played in my playground, I would never have wanted to play in Lizzie's playground. After reading this story, I'm still in the middle of it. It's a really long book, but it was the most incredible story of a young woman that had to put up with insurmountable issues. But she was able to tell her story, and I just admire her for being able to do that. I look at her now and the joy that's in her face and the joy in what she does in her mission is just incredible. I never would have known that if I hadn't have read her book. This is a book from a friend of mine, Tanya Quarterman. Tanya, in addition to my friend Cece Espu, Cece wrote this book, and there are others, friends of ours that have spent time in prison or in jail. Had that opportunity to visit a family member in jail. And it's not a place that I would ever encourage anybody to go. But the most amazing thing is when I meet these women and men that have been in jail, been in prison, 2 different places, and you need to read Cece's book so you understand the difference, is that they come out different. And they come out with a purpose, and they don't want to go back. Now, that's not true for everybody, but it is true for these women and men that have put out their books. It's encouraging to see them stand up and speak up and talk about what happened to them and give their story so that others can hear it and not have to live it themselves. I have another one by a friend that I met in in Authors in Business, Rick Strickland. Rick, former Navy personnel. Rick talks about the story of men, black men in America and all they had to go through. And it's amazing, the stories, because obviously I didn't grow up in that atmosphere, in that environment, and I wouldn't understand unless Rick and others told their story. This one, it just makes me laugh. I love it. It's I Can, I Will, I Must. And this is from Meticia Wooten. Meticia talks about her struggle with weight and her struggle with surgeries and struggle with diabetes, and it's something that my husband Lou struggled with. And when he had his lap band surgery and fell away and didn't like how it make him feel, he never talked about it. He just stormed away and didn't want to do that. Well, Meticia has taken her story and has turned it into a business for her, turned it into a fitness center, turned it into a customer service where she walks hand in hand with her clients and her peoples, and she helps them. And now Meticia and I are going to work together on our diabetes group and our diabetes prevention group, and we're stronger than diabetes, but people will never know that until we talk about it. Talk about all odds. Here's one, Against All Odds, Persevere, and this is by Veronica McCall. Veronica did a great job in talking about putting together women's stories about women who've had difficulties, and we all have them. And it's a matter of talking about them. And this one here, Find a time to pray. How to pray when you don't have time. This is by Deborah Jones. Deborah is a sweet woman and has a mission of her own to get people to pray and to just go to a higher power and find out what you can do to use your talents, to use your gifts, and to talk to for me, it's talking with God. And I certainly did a whole lot of that during my 2-year online adventure. So today is Tea Day. Today is talk to someone, tell your story, use your talents, trust in another in a way that you'll be able to authentically give your story, because it will open up your life to so many wonderful people. Being honest with others about what's happened to you lends itself to helping another. And that's what we're all about. We're on this earth to help another, not to go through it alone. And I'm really excited that today's Tea Day and that it's time for us to tell, time for us to share, time for us to do what is really necessary and get our stories out. And you will learn so much about people. You will appreciate people. You will love people more. You'll understand that trials are not fun, but trials are necessary in our life. And it's something that we can grow from, we can get stronger from. So I encourage you to go out and share your Tea Day, share your tales, share your traditions with your friends and your family. And I'm really grateful to have this Tea Day, and I want you to stand up today and talk about things and go forth and choose the right. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye now.